Good chance you were riveted by his story before you even knew his name. A Henrico newborn wasn't even a day old when he was found abandoned, lying under a tree in someone's front yard. The mother never came forward. CBS 6 News has followed the baby boy for every milestone in his life, from his adoption to his first birthday.
Now, almost 4 years after he was found, CBS 6's Reba Hollingsworth checks in on the little boy who's touched so many hearts and, we're learning, is still doing so.
Play it?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, you stink. No!
Life is simple for Nehemiah Allen. As it should be for a boy who's about to turn 4.
My helicopter, so I can fly.
His world is all about toys and sports. What do you like to play?
Football and baseball.
Come make your bed, baby.
Why?
It's not all playtime. There are chores to do.
You put it aside, Daddy.
And every once in a while, he gets to take a special trip with Dad.
Me and Daddy go to the park. Then we get McDonald's. And then we go home and eat. Man, there's Mommy. No.
Okay. Terrence and Bridget Allen are Nehemiah's parents.
Daddy, what is this?
He's their world and their blessing. The couple struggled for years to have a child of their own.
Let me help you find the pumpkins.
Daddy.
I'll give it back to you.
Now the little boy who came into their home and their hearts has changed everything.
He loves to do everything. Mommy, let's do this. No sooner than you start one thing, he wants to start something else.
So he's all boy. I mean, he just runs around and just enjoys life.
How he entered this life doesn't even compare to his world now. August of 2009, a baby boy is found abandoned, left in the grass in someone's front yard in Henrico's East End. The newborn had been there for close to 6 hours before a woman walking by found him.
I just picked him up and ran to my house.
An extensive search for the birth mother began, but she never came forward, and police were never able to track her down.
We don't really think about her anymore. Like I've always said, we don't wish any ill will towards her or anything like that. I mean, as a matter of fact, kind of thank her, because without her, without her doing what she did, we wouldn't have the blessing that we have.
I just pray that she's okay wherever she may be. God took care of him. God allowed the girl, when she was walking down the street, to hear him, because she didn't have to stop.
At the time, the couple had been licensed foster parents. In July of 2010, they became adoptive parents. Dressed in his Sunday best at this adoption hearing, the baby boy gets his new parents. Bridget and Terrence name him Nehemiah, a book in the Bible about a man who knocked down walls, only to rebuild them.
Nehemiah broke down walls, and basically Nehemiah, since day one, has been doing that. He's living what the Bible says.
Happy birthday to you.
We were there when Nehemiah's new life started. And CBS 6 cameras were invited in when the young survivor turned 1.
Throw it to Daddy, touchdown.
And celebrated with this party. Today, Nehemiah's journey has led him to Fredericksburg. The Allen family moved last year.
You ready? You ready to go to school?
Nehemiah has adjusted to a new home and a new school. He usually takes the bus.
What sound does a wolf make, though?
Oh. But on this day, he gets a ride from Mom and Dad.
Good job, buddy.
1, 2, 3. Nehemiah arrives at his school, Head Start in Stafford, a place where he shines. Inside Miss Rufino's class,
1, 2.
Nehemiah's learning what most preschoolers are learning.
Sunday and there's Monday.
Here he has lots of friends. His teacher calls him helpful and compassionate, the first one to help a classmate.
All right, I want to show you something, friends.
Miss Rufino knows of Nehemiah's story, and it moved her.
Once you have kids, it's everything. You look at it from a mother's perspective. So I just, my heart went out to him. But then also, the blessing that, the parents receive.
Bridget and Terrence have never come to the neighborhood where Nehemiah was abandoned. They say at first it was tough, now there's distance. They say they will eventually come here, and eventually they'll tell Nehemiah how he came into the world.
Definitely won't be a situation for us is that, you know, he's 18, 19, 20 years old, and then we tell him, you know, because that's not fair to him.
I think it's just so amazing.
Terrence and Bridget are the only parents Nehemiah knows. For the couple who dreamed of having a child,
Daddy, Mommy.
to hear the words, Mom and Dad, it's the sweetest sound.
Even though he may say it, you know, when he's upset at something, or if he's annoyed at something, you know, he says it different ways, but it still just melts my heart any other way.
He is something, isn't he? Well, the